Just look at this beauty. Sometimes just people do amazing things. On this video, we will be talking about cheat sheet for hidden tips on Doordash platform for drivers. I first of all want to say thank you for Pedro Doordash San Diego. You have put me onto this by doing the 625 hidden tip concept, and I'm taking it a lot further. I'm actually trying to break down what is the hidden tip at what uh, what mileage. So thank you again. So I created a cheat sheet and I'll give you guys a link to it. I'll try not to forget and put it in the description of this video, and as well as probably in other videos so you guys can have access to. So you guys, in front of you we have a cheat sheet. We have a mileage, and you guys give me a minute. Here you go. Right now it's updated. So we have three sections here. Section 1 is single orders, stack orders, section 2, and then non-matching data. This is where I have a conflict in data for the same mileage. And still working on explaining some of the things, because I went back my 4 months into the history and pulled data on every single hidden tip that I have taken. I have noticed that DoorDash is decreasing the amount that they show us constantly, and you guys will actually see. So that's why I kind of need a flow of data outside of just mine, so we can actually keep this sheet up to date and catch changes really quickly. But first column, it shows the mileage. So for 3 miles or less, we already know it's going to be 625, which is a 225 is going to be base pay, and of course you're going to want to adjust it. And $4 is going to be the exposed tip. The DoorDash's system is built on exposed tip. So in other words, $4 exposed tip plus whatever your base pay plus peak pay is what they're going to show you under 3 mile deliveries. Now I want something for you guys to understand. When an offer comes to you, and you probably have watched your screen, if you did DoorDash long enough, you probably have noticed the offer comes in, then Google Maps goes in and calculates the mileage. That's why, even though I build this sheet, but this sheet might not be perfectly accurate, because when DoorDash calculates from your last GPS sent to them to the restaurant plus the cost to the customer, might be slightly mileage different based on the way Google Maps did it on their side. Which route Google Maps to compare to the route that Google Maps is showing you right now. So that's why there is slightly discrepancy, and that is outside of my control to calculate. So I want you guys to keep that in mind as we go through this sheet. So we have mileage, then that actually in the first column. Then we have the offer, base pay, peak pay, exposed, and then I actually have the no section. I started refreshing this sheet on the 1st of December. So as you guys gonna see, it's gonna say new in notes, and in offer we're going to turn those with a green background. So you guys can can see those. The middle section is stack orders, and I'm starting to actually do the same thing on stack orders and trying to figure out the pattern that they use on the stack orders as well, because recently we've been getting a lot of stack orders and we want to actually grab the ones that are actually most favorable to us. Now, when they give you one order and then they try to stack you, it will always count on a one order section of the sheet. The only time a stack order is when they gave you the stack order together two orders. That's the only time you would use the standard sheet here. So you guys can see now, because this is a 4 months data and the ones with green are December's data, we are noticing a little discrepancy. Like example, on a 4 mileage, they used to have it at $7.75 with the base pay and exposed tip. Now lately they send it at $7. So in other words, they used to have it at $5.50 for $4 of exposed tip. They dropped it to $4.75. So when you look at this sheet, keep into account that there might be up to $1 difference because of the age of the sheet and what Doordash is constantly trying to decrease the amount of tip that they expose to us, so we take more orders of last tip. Also keep in mind that a lot of customers have figured it out that the $4 tip is a sweet spot for a tip, and they're sending so they're actually tipping us $4, and we're considering that for that $6.25 is to be hidden tip, and a lot of times we'll run a situation where the $6.25 turns out to be has no hidden tip in it. So as we further continue doing these videos, customers are going to more and more understand and start utilizing also this cheat sheet to get this food to their house without actually giving anything extra within the hidden tip. So I want to actually talk a little bit about, or not talk, also provide a report for this week. Monday and Tuesday I was still qualifying for a top dasher. That's why I barely had any hidden tip deliveries. But starting Wednesday, I went back to the sheet, and as I updated the sheet over the weekend, so I started using on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Actually did quite well. And if I would have worked also Monday, Tuesday with the hidden sheet, I would have went way beyond my target that I actually set for this week. So starting on Wednesday, and I'm kind of move forward, I got a 625. That turned out to be 725. Then I got another order of 625, turned out to be 725 again. Then I got the Chinese restaurants, 750 with a 4.3 miles. I want you guys start paying attention to the mileage. At 4.3 miles, as you guys can see, 750 is a perfect spot for a hidden tip. Then I got paid at 875. Then we got a stack order of 10.2 miles. So we're going to actually move up to 10.2 miles. And they paid us, they showed us 1350, which is 950 of the hidden tip. And the first delivery turned out to be $8.50, and the second delivery turned out to be $12.50. Then Taste of India. I'm actually going to do is just start putting those on the screen, so you guys can see them. On the Taste of India, we do know that the base pay on add-ons are $2, no longer $2.25. So that's standard, like $6.25, and that turned out to be $7. Then we had another offer at $9.25, which is 5.7 miles. So we go to the sheet, 5.7 miles, $9.25 is a perfect for hidden tip. And I can just, keep on going. I'll just put those videos up. But I want to actually ask a couple questions. Just kind of like I do a quiz. Let's say we have a delivery of $7.25 for 4.4 miles. So you're going to go to the sheet. 4.4 miles, $7.25. But based on the sheet and based on the new offer, the offer was already at $7.50 for the 4.3. So we're looking for at least $7.50 or higher in order to actually have this, in order for this to be a hidden tip. Now let's look at another example. 5.4 miles, we actually have a peak pay of $2, and that offer is $9. Is that a hidden tip situation? So 5.4 with a 2 hidden tip, that means we should be looking at least of, and we're looking back here, that's the new data of 825. That means we're probably at 850 plus the $2 peak pay. We should be seeing at least $10.50 in order for there to be possible hidden tip or higher. So that order would not have a hidden tip. And of course, we'll be filling this in as orders do come in and we have more data. Now, let's do another one. 3 miles, 3.5 miles. Has a $3 peak pay, and the offer came in at $10. So we have here on the sheet of $7 with a $3 peak pay. That's $10, which, as long as the base pay is $2.25, we're having a hidden tip. Most likely, unless the person just didn't pay any hidden tip. Then there's another order. Again, at 3.5, $3 peak pay. But that order is $9.83. I'll say $10.22. Do you think there's a hidden tip on that order? It has all the necessary criteria to have a hidden tip. But because the cents section, it says 22 cents, it gives you a clear indication that there is no hidden tip. they showed you the whole amount that's available for payout. Because hidden tips will always will be around increments of 25 cents. So, the 825, 850, 875, 9. So around increments of 25 cents is where hidden tip will always will be. If it's off of the increment of 25 cents, they're showing you exact. So no matter what is the dollar amount, if it's a 0.1 cent, 0.2 cents, 0.3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents, 8 cents, you guys are getting the point. All of those are they're showing you the full amount. 33 cents, 84 cents, 91 cents, 99 cents, 98 cents. All of those are they're showing you the full amount. Unless they change something. Because with this coming out, they're going to be scrambling again, trying to figure out how to play the game. So, this is amazing. But at the same time, we need to keep in mind some things might start changing. But so far, every time I've seen that non-increment of 25 cents offers, they're always turned out to be the actual offers. Now, let's say we have an order of 3.5 miles again, and it's showing $9. No peak pay. Do you think that $9 has a hidden tip? But at the same time, why is it showing that on my chart $7, but it's showing $9? Because most likely the base pay has been inflated to $4.25 because nobody wants to take that order. So they brought that order up to $9, even though there's already a hidden tip on it. And I've seen those situations. I know I've rechanged my chart so we don't so it become a little bit more clear and understandable. But here, like right there, 9.7 miles showing 15.50 with $1.25 additional peak pay, additional base pay. Again, $1 on a 8.2 miles, $1 additional peak pay. So in other words, if you get an offer at 8.2, it's not $13.25, it's $12.25, what is normal. Would consider be as normal at $2.25. So you guys, when you guys do look, pay attention on the records. I am slowly as I get additional offers, I'll start removing these additional base pay so we can have a perfect number based on $2.25 base pay, which majority throughout the country is $2.25 is a base pay. So we'll stick to that. So I hope this made sense. Very simple. Exposed tip is what Doordash is basing off of all these numbers. So mileage, exposed tip, plus base pay, plus peak pay. You want to actually then you want to compare that dollar amount that you calculated. Is it equal or higher of the offer that you're receiving? Or in other words, just follow the numbers here. As long as there's no peak pay and your base is $2.25, just follow the offer section. Make sure that on the sheet it is a $2.25, not $2.50 or higher on my sheet. Like right now at 6.5, it's supposed to be $10.25 instead of $10.50 because we have but $2.50 with additional 25 cents of base pay. I hope it made sense. I hope for those of you to watch it will help you guys increase your profitability, because simply, even though I'm a big believer Tips should never compensate for the lack of pay for the delivery. But because we live right now in a time where DoorDash decided to not pay enough for the delivery, we have no choice but to compensate. And if we're going to compensate, why not compensate with the maximum possible tip? So until time changes, we put in a bad position. Let's make sure we get the maximum out of it. And if you guys watch other videos, you guys are aware I am looking into launching another app where my number one goal is resolving the lack of pay on a delivery fee. Guys, be blessed. If there's any questions, anything that I missed or misunderstood, or you guys misunderstood, definitely comment, definitely ask questions. If you guys go to the about section of my channel, you guys can find in the description there my phone number. Call up, ask questions. Let's work together. Let's make the maximum we can while we have that opportunity. One other thing I want to actually mention to you guys, that American Eagle started delivering their deliveries through DoorDash, and they are paying it nice. They're paying 70 75 roughly about per delivery. So I know DoorDash or American Eagle, whoever is actually set at 775 pay, they know what's truly the right price of delivery. They're just playing it dumb. They know the right price, they're just playing it stupid. As simple as that. Be blessed.